All right. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to Mainstack's Affiliate Summit. My name is Grace, and I'm your host with the most today. I'm so excited to have everyone online today. If you can hear me, simply leave a reaction. Matter of fact, tell me where you're joining from. Say your name and where you're joining from. I would be in the comments saying hi. But yes, I'm super excited for today's session. It's going to be an amazing session. If you have seen the lineup, then you just know. You just know that it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. So yes, we're going to be joined by two amazing speakers today, and I'm super, super excited, personally excited, because I know I'm going to learn a lot, and I'm sure you're going to learn a lot as well. So please do well to share where you're joining from in the comment section or in the live chat below. Before we get started, I want us to just network, say hello to somebody, and yes, let's get this started. Let's get this rolling. All right, awesome. So yes, if you've already seen the lineup, you know that we are going to be joined by some of the most amazing affiliate marketers, sales strategists that you can ever think of. So yes, I know that it's going to be a great one. I'm super, super excited for it. Hi Lotana from Lagos. Hi Lotana, how are you doing? It's good to have you on the live session. I think I've seen you on the group as well. So yes, it's good to have you here as well. All right, awesome, awesome. Hi, Lutana. Hi, everybody. All right, awesome. Hi, Success from Lagos. It's great to have you here. Hi, Faith from Ogun State. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's good to have everyone here. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us. Hi, Faith from Ogun State. Hi. Hi, everyone. Awesome. So, we are going to get started shortly. Today, we'll be joined by two amazing speakers by Kenny Owoke. And if you know Kenny, you just know that he's basically a mastermind when it comes to affiliate marketing. He is basically the go-to guy that you want to listen to, right? When it's anything about affiliate marketing. Hi, Juliet from Delta. Hi, Juliet. It's good to have you here as well. So before we get started, I want you to do something. I want you to share this link, click the link below, share it to your groups, to your friends, to everyone. You can't be the only one chasing the bag. No, we can't do that. We're not supposed to do that, right? We said we're earning 7 figures this year, and the big flex is that you get to earn it with your friends, you get to earn it with your family. So share it to everyone, share it on your groups, on your share it to your contact list, share it to your friends, your enemies, everybody. Everyone needs to know that we are not playing about having 7 figure incomes um, today. So yes, please keep it coming wherever you're joining from. And yeah, so yes, in case you are not aware, my name is Grace. I am the product marketing manager at Mainstack. And like I said, today I'm going to be your host with the most. So yes, we're going to be joined by amazing speakers, like I said. But if you do not know what Mainstack is, you're probably living under a rock because I don't know how. How don't you know? How don't you know about Mainstack? But anyways, that's what I'm here to tell you today. Mainstack is a all-in-one creator platform for creators who are looking to sell, who are looking to scale, and do that globally, right? So if you have a digital product, or you're an affiliate, or you want to monetize your time, your knowledge, your skills, Mainstack makes it easy for you to do that. So we have an amazing lineup of products for you to monetize anytime, any day. So yes, I'm super excited that you are here. If you're not already signed up on Mainstack, I don't know what you are waiting for. I genuinely don't know what you're waiting for. Okay, so yes, please go ahead and do that. And yes, if you're not already on our group, so we have a community for affiliates that we launched. So if you're not there already, you need to be there as well. The link to the community would be in the comment, right? So yeah, feel free to join the community. We're going to be sharing a lot of tips, going to be having a lot of in-house discussions, going to even be sharing hot selling products as well. So trust me when I say that you do not want to miss out on any of anything we're offering at Mainstack. So yes, we will be joined by shortly by our speakers, like I mentioned. But yes, please keep it coming. Where are you joining from? And I also want to know. So before we get started, I also want you to share what's one thing you want to learn today, or one speaker that you want to learn from today
Right.
as well. So drop that in the comment section as well. So yes, we have Kenny Wokoye with us now. Hello Kenny, I'm so excited to have you join this session.
Uh,
Thank you. Hi Kenny, can you hear us?
I don't know if you can hear
Yes, I can. Okay, he dropped off, but I know he's going to be joining us soon. So, yes, as I mentioned, please do well to share in the comment section. What do you want to learn today? So, if you've checked out the lineup, we're going to speak in on a lot of things from sales strategies to how to pick the right digital product to funnels to ads, the kind of content that actually converts, all of that good stuff we're going to be sharing today, right? So I'm super excited. So drop in the comments where you're watching from or where you're streaming from, as well as one thing that you want to learn today, one thing you're super excited about learning today, and I'll be reading it just as you share. So yes, let's do that while we wait for Kenny to join the live stream again. Hello, Imego from Lagos. It's good to have you as well. It's good to have you with us. So yes, tell me in the comment section. Sales closing and building the right systems that sells. That's an amazing one. Thank you very much. Thank God. Yes, that's an amazing one. So I mean, if you've seen the lineup, you know that we have some of the best sales strategists. We have Bruno himself, the Einstein of marketing and sales. We have Praise Akinlami, we have Kenny Okoye as well. So yes, hi, thank God from Rivers. It's good to have you here. Awesome. Okay. Hi Kenny, can you hear us? Can you hear me clearly? Hi Kenny. Hi Kenny, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? No, I'm not sure he can just yet. But okay. While he's still joining, or is trying to join in, I'm just going to be reading. So yes, how to okay, I want to learn how to close sales like a pro. Awesome, awesome. We're going to be learning all of that. Trust me. You're going to be learning all of that today. It's going to be an amazing session. It's going to be a fantastic session. Trust me, it is going to be a fantastic session. So yes, we're going to be learning all about like sales funnels and how to close sales as well, advanced strategies for, strategies for sales. So yes, you're going to be learning that. Trust me. So yes, what else? Compelling offers. Awesome. That's a good one actually. How to create compelling offers. That's amazing. So we are going to be joined by we're going to be joined by another affiliate marketer who's going to teach us exactly how to craft sales that people cannot just look by. So yeah, you're going to be learning that as well. So I'm glad that we are all prepared for this. How to generate organic leads. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hi Kenny, can you hear us? Can you hear me now? Okay. So while he's still trying to join, I guess we'll just move on. So yes, what else? What else? What else? Oh, hi Deborah from Ghana. Hi. All the way from Ghana. That's amazing. Hi Charlotte from Ghana. It's good to have you here. Oh my gosh, it's good to have a lot. Oh wow, interesting. Awesome, 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 awesome. I want to learn lead generation and converting content. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, I'm glad that we're all here prepared for the session. I'm glad that we're prepared for the session. How to create compelling offers, how to be good at persuasion, and how to close sales. Awesome. It feels like everybody wants to learn how to close sales. That's really nice. That's really really nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're going to be learning all of that. Trust me. Trust me. Okay, yeah, someone said praise Akinlami. Yes, he's going to be here as well. I was tempted to tell you the lineup, who's going to be speaking on day one and day two, but I've decided that I'm going to gatekeep, and you just have to find out. So if you're not here, you won't find out who's going to be with us on these days of the summit. But yes, I'm super excited. I think I want us to keep it coming. What else do you want to learn? What else do you want to learn? I know that a lot of people are talking about closing sales. A lot of people are talking about closing sales. So yes, that's amazing. That's quite amazing. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Yes. What else do you want to learn? Oh, and by the way, we if you are just joining us, my name is Grace. I'm going to be your host, and welcome to Mainstack's Affiliate Summit. So yes, I mentioned that we should just type our names in the comments as well as where we are joining from, as well as where we're joining from. So yes, awesome. Please keep it coming while we wait on. Oh, she's going to be joining. She's going to be, yeah, she's going to be here. Digital Mesoma is going to be here as well. Trust me, you don't want to. I'm not going to tell you when she's going to come in. I want to gatekeep. I really do want to gatekeep. But yes, she's going to be joining. Okay, you know what? Shall I just share? Shall I share? Shall I share? Should I? You have to beg me well if you want me to share. You know, I don't just want to give out all the tea like that. You have to beg me a bit. But yes, she's going to be joining us. Resoma is going to be joining us. Um, so yeah, she's going to be joining us as well. Yes, you know what? In fact, I think I'm just going to share. I'm just going to share. She's going to be joining us today. I'm not going to tell you when. I already gave you the hint. She's going to be joining us today. So please stay tuned because she's going to be joining us today. So in the meantime, feel free to share in the live chat where you're joining from and what you hope to learn, meet someone as well. It's a fun place to connect as well right before the session starts. So yes, feel free to do that. And Hi, Precious. Hi, Precious Stephen from Abia State. Awesome. Yes, I already shared. She's coming today. I'm not going to tell you when. I'm not going to tell you what time. So yes, you have to stay till the end to find out. But yes, she's going to be here today. All right, awesome. So we'll be back shortly. But yes, feel free to connect in the live chat, pending the time. Kenny Nwokoye joins us back. So yes. Hi, Akin from Lagos. It's good to have you here. So we are back. We are back. We are back. Awesome. So now we have Kenny Woke joining us. Hi, Kenny. It's good
Hello.
to have you.
Great to be here. Hope you guys can hear me loud and clear now. I don't know what was going on before.
Yes, we can. We can. Please,
Okay.
if you can hear him as well, please drop it in the chat or just leave a reaction. Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. So thank you very much for joining, Kenny. You have the floor.
All right. Um, Before I start, can you please let me know how long I have so that I don't go teaching for 7 hours this evening? Hmm?
Okay, so
How-
you have you have 45 minutes, right? So you can do like 30 minutes and then 10 minutes for Q&A. Anyone that works for you.
okay. All right, that's cool. That's fine. That's all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, great to have you guys here and also great to be here. Big shout out to Mainstack team for putting this whole event together. And I've been given a mandate to share with you how you can monetize your audience on social media. Right. This is probably not going to be the first time that you are, gaining the opportunity to be a part of a session where someone is teaching you how to monetize your audience. And so I'm not going to go the route or the typical route that the average person would go, even though I have monetized my audience across multiple social platforms. But some of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you here today are, I would say, against the norm or against the popular advice that most of the gurus would normally give you about how to grow your audience on social media. So I'm going to first of all check the temperature of the room. So let me ask this question. How many of us right now are currently growing an audience on social media? Can you just type the word audience in the chat? Just give me the word audience in the chat, okay? Doesn't matter what platform it is, just give me the word audience in the chat. You're currently building an audience for yourself on social media. Give me the word audience in the chat. Let's go. Audience in the chat. And then if you have been able to monetize that audience, so you've been able to turn that audience into income in some type of way. So give me the word money. Just give me the word money. Okay. Give me the word money in the chat. Great to see some people joining us from Canada. Great to see you. Great to see you here. Okay. All right. Okay. Nice. My sessions are always very interactive, by the way. So I'll need to get your feedback in the comments. Okay. I'd love to have the feedback as it comes. However you feel, whatever you feel like typing in the comments, just go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'll be reading through the comments as we're going along in the session. So if you have been able to monetize an audience on any social platform, give me the word. What was the word I said? I think it was money, right? So give me the word money in the chat. Give me the word money in the chat. Okay. All right. So here's the first I'm going to tell you. Okay. When it comes to monetizing an audience on social media, I'm going to go straight into it. So grab a pen, grab your notepad. I guess you're already ready for the session before time because we've lost about 10 minutes already. So let's just go right into it. There's no need for me to introduce myself. You probably already see my name on the screen. It's Kenny Mokoye. So you can go and do research about me. But I'm going to teach you how I was able to monetize an audience of 150,000 people on social media, but not in the way that you are used to learning it. Okay? Because typically, most people will tell you build an audience, then monetize. How many of us can relate? Like people have told you before, build an audience, then monetize. Is that relatable? Type the word I can relate in the comments. Because the very popular belief or popular advice that you need to be building first and then you monetize. But I know of someone, and not just one person, I know a couple of people who went ahead, in fact, they went crazy with the process of, in quote, building, and went so far as to build an entire audience of 100 and something thousand people on social media. And when it was time to get paid, they were not, for lack of a better word, they were not. Nobody agreed to pay them money. And I've seen it happen so many times before. There's a lady who happens to be one of the top creators in Kenya on LinkedIn. I don't want to mention her name because if I do, you probably would know who she is. Now, this lady, when I met her last year, she was in quote contemplating launching her first product, and she told me that she had been having difficulty in that department. And so I told her, so how much is the product that you want to launch? And she tells me that the product is in quote $7. $7? You want to launch a $7 product to an almost 80,000 follower audience that you have been grooming and positioning yourself as premium all this while? It doesn't correlate, does it? And so I now asked, I said, why did you choose to sell this offer at $7? Or why did you choose to sell this product at $7? And guess what she tells me? The first thing she tells me is that the people who she's selling to don't have a lot of spending power. And then I asked her, I said, has any of them paid you before? She said, no. I said, so how do you know that they can spend, how do you know their spending power if they've not paid you before? How do you know how much they can spend with you if they have never paid you before? And then she said, And then the next thing I asked her, I said, do you know that I can get you to collect at least 7 times 7, that's 49. I can get you to collect at least $49 from this same audience with the same product, just by tweaking a few things. And she was wondering, said, how? Like, how is that possible? Like, how is that possible? And that brings me to my first point tonight, or this evening, right? Depending on where you're joining from. That brings me to my first point tonight. You see, many people, the mistake that many people make when it comes to monetizing an audience is they, when it's time for them to collect money, they look for a product that they can sell, and they try to put that product in front of the audience. Wrong. Wrong. Why? Because if you're putting a product in front, keyword product here, not offer. If you're putting a product in front of an audience, people are going to commoditize you. People are going to see you as somebody who is selling digital tomatoes, like I like to call it. You look like someone who is selling digital tomatoes whenever you carry a product and you put it in front of people and say, buy my product. Instead of selling a, in quote, product, you should be packaging that product into an offer. And that's the mistake that many people make. They are selling products, selling services, selling skills when they should be selling offers. And that's why people don't buy their stuff. And that's why they work so hard for so long, and then build this great amount of audience, this large audience. And when it's time to collect money, nobody pays. Nobody pays because they're trying to sell a product to people who should be buying an offer. When you are selling a product to people, there is nothing that differentiates you from the next person who has a similar product. And that's why people will be forming for you too, because you're trying to sell them a product when you should be selling them an offer. Okay? So when it comes to offers, I'm going to run through this very quickly because of time. And I want it to be as practical as possible. And so that's why I want to give you 13 questions, 13 quick questions that you can answer anytime you want to create an offer that people cannot say no to. Are you ready for this? Type 13 in the comment section if you're ready for this. Now I'm going to give you these 13 questions, so you should write them down as quickly as possible so you don't forget. Question number one is, what is the backstory? Very quickly. What is the backstory? In other words, what is it that led to you deciding to solve the problem that offer solves? What is the backstory? Very quickly. I'm just going to run through them very quickly because of time. Number two, or maybe I should give you, if I wish we had time, I'll give you like an example of what a backstory looks like. Okay. Maybe I can do a 2-minute summary of a backstory. Okay. All right. So the most recent offer that I launched is called AI Business Mastery, right? It's a 3-day challenge. So what led to the creation of AI Business Mastery was the discovery towards the end of 2025 that 2026 is the year of the AI-powered entrepreneur. Now, I have been doing internet marketing for the past 8 years plus. And so in the process of doing internet marketing, I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows, I've worked with all kinds of people, hundreds of thousands of people over the past couple of years. And if there's anything I can say with utmost confidence is the fact that this year is the year that AI makes sense to everyone. In fact, that 2026 is the year of the AI-powered entrepreneur. And that's why I decided to contribute my own quota to the development of artificial intelligence education in Africa by creating not just a place where people can come and learn, but also a place where people can come and do. Because transformation is created when execution meets information. And so that's why I created the AI Business Mastery Challenge. You see, that's a little bit of a micro backstory towards how the AI Business Mastery Challenge came to be. And you see, when you share a backstory, people can buy into the concept. And the moment you've sold a concept, trust me, you don't even need to have a product to collect money. In 2023, I launched a product called WhatsApp Audience Growth Secrets. I don't know how many people have bought my trainings before, but I did launch a training, WhatsApp Audience Growth Secrets, that has currently made somewhere around 6,000 sales since then. Now, you see, that particular training, we got the first 1,400 sales of that training in a space of 7 days without creating the course outline. I mean, there was no course outline, but 1,400 sales somehow came from 5 different countries. How? The ability to sell concept. Because when people buy into your concept, they don't need to see a product before they part ways with money. And that's why you see even Cybertruck. You guys remember Cybertruck, right? Before they started producing Cybertrucks, they had already sold over 100,000 units of the Cybertruck. The ability to sell concept. And you can sell concept by perfecting the ability to tell a great backstory. Okay, now moving on. Question number 2. What is it called? Because every great offer has a name. Every great offer has an identity. So what is the name? What are you calling this offer? What are you going to call the offer? Give it a name. Make it memorable. Make it simple, easy to navigate and all of that. So what are you going to call it? That one, you don't need to dwell too much on that. Now going to the next one. What is it? Because when I mention AI Business Mastery, somebody's thinking, what is that? What is AI Business Mastery? If I say it's ZTHA Academy, which is my academy you can see behind here, it says, what is ZTHA Academy? That's the next question that the mind of the reader or the mind of your prospect is going to be having. So it's, what is it? So that's where you now simply just let them know it is a video training, step-by-step video training that teaches you how to do blank. It is a 3 days live challenge that forces you to go from information to execution. It is a one-on-one sales call or it's a one-on-one call where you and I will go through XYZ. So you want to answer the question of what is it? So you've answered what is it called. Now you answer what is it? Next question, very quickly. Who is it for? You have to answer the question of who it is for, because it is not for everybody. Most people are trying to sell their stuff to everybody, but your stuff cannot be sold to everybody. It has to be sold to one. You sell to one, and you are able to get the attention of everyone who is like that one. That's actually where the power is. Most people get it all wrong. Most people get it all mixed up. They're trying to sell to everybody, and so they get the attention of no one. But when you sell to one, you get the attention of everyone who is like that one. That's where the power is. And so who is it for? Who is it for? You have to be very clear. You have to be ultra clear and ultra specific about who it is for. So who have you created this offer for? Have you created it for business owners, CEOs, copywriters, freelancers, service providers, Instagram vendors, and so on and so forth? So that's answering the question of who it is for from the angle of the target market, right? At the target audience. You can also answer the question from the angle of the individual. In that sense, you say, it is for you if you are, and then you fill in the blank. So in that blank spot, you can put if you are struggling with ABC, if you are struggling with 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. So you can fill in the blanks in that sense. Okay. All right. So next question. The next question would be, I think that should be question number 5. I think I'm not keeping track at this point. I'm just running through the questions, right? So after you've answered the question of who is it for, the next logical question to answer is how does it work? So this is where logic now comes into the mix. Now you're going to make it make sense to the people who are, checking out your stuff. I know this is not an offer masterclass, mind you, but I felt the need to move in this direction for somebody who has not had clarity about offers till now. You are still selling digital tomatoes since the beginning of time till now, and that's why people are not paying you. But by the time you start answering these questions, by the time you begin to answer these questions, anytime you want to sell stuff, you'll find it easy for you to get people to pay you. Okay. So how does it work? That's where you now begin to explain. So this is how it works. Step 1, this. Step 2, this. Step 3, step 4, step 5. So you break it down. Okay. How does it work? Next question, very quickly, because of time. We have a lot to cover. Next question. How do I know that it works? How do I know that it works? You have to answer the question, how do I know that it works? If you don't answer the question of how do I know that it works, then all you're doing is making claims. You can say all day, every day about how your product is the greatest product on the planet. If you don't answer the question of how do I know that it works, there's no evidence. There's no evidence. So you have to show, don't tell. So you have to show that the product actually works. And that's where your testimonials comes in. That's where your social proof, aka what people are saying about the product, comes in. That's where your, in some cases, proof, depending on the kind of product you're talking about. So demonstration or proof comes in. You can do a demo. How do I know that it works? You can answer that question by doing a demo. Let me show you exactly how this thing works. Let me show you it in action. Let me show it to you in action. You show it screenshot or screen video rather. You show them the screen video. This is how it works. Nobody will be able to doubt that because it's proof, right? Okay. So that's how you answer the question of how do I know that it works. Next question, which will be the natural, logical next question in the mind of someone who you're trying to sell your stuff to is, how do I know that it will work for me? How do I know that it will work for me? Because many of us have this tendency to think that we are so special that no matter how good an offer looks, or no matter how good it sounds, it might not work for us. It might work for them, but it will not work for me. But how do I know it's going to work for me? So you have to also answer that question. I don't like showing my face in front of a camera. Will this work for me? I don't have a smartphone. Will this work for me? I've never used an AI tool before. Will this work for me? So you have to answer the question of how do I know that it will work for me? And the easiest way you can answer that question is by using contextual case studies. Okay, so it's by using contextual case study. What's a contextual case study here? You basically bring someone who is like them. For example, somebody is thinking in their mind, I've never used an AI tool before. How do I know that this is going to work for me? You bring the case study of someone who has never used AI tools before, and you share the testimonial or you share the case study of that person, or even an interview that you had with that person, and you demonstrate it live, or rather, you show it live with that person in action. You show the person, you say, this person here has never used AI tools before. And look at the kind of results that the person got. If they could do it, then so can you. You see how easy it is, right? Once you figure this stuff out, it's like taking candy from a baby when you want to sell. Okay? So next question. Now you've answered the question of how do I know that it works? Next question. The next question is, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? I believe you already know how to answer this one. This is where you now begin to list out your deliverables, all the things that they're going to be getting. So this is basically where you're going to be listing out the things that they're going to be getting when they decide to pay you. Okay, so you start listing out those things. Just list them out. But there's a format. There's a format for listing out these things. You don't want to just casually say, I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pay me 50,000. No, that's not how you do it. So there's a format for listing out listing out the things that you're going to be delivering to people, right? So typically, you don't just want to list it out in feature format. Most people do that, and that's why they don't get great results. Is they're trying to list out the benefits, or rather, sorry, they're trying to list out the features only. So you're getting this thing, but they don't talk about anything beyond the feature. You always want to be talking about stuff that goes beyond just the feature. You want to talk about benefits. You want to talk about the benefit of the benefit as well. Okay. So to make that make sense for you, to make it make more sense for you, right? So there is the feature itself, which is okay. Let me use my phone as an example. So this is a phone. This is a Samsung S24 Ultra, and this is let me look for one of the this. Let's use this. Okay, the S Pen. So this is an S Pen. Okay, this S Pen is a feature of this phone. Are you following me? Please follow me now. This S Pen is a feature of this phone. Now, if I said you are getting an S Pen, you've never heard of a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra before in your life, and this is the first time you're hearing about it, and the next thing I tell you is you're getting an S Pen, in your mind you'll be like, what's that? Right? It won't make sense to you because all I just did was mention the feature. But when I say you are getting an S Pen, which is basically a digital pen that writes on your screen, and gives you the ability to take notes, snap pictures, which other thing does it do again? Do air gestures, etc. etc. So I'm listing out, what am I listing out? I'm listing out the benefits by virtue of what it does, aka the functional benefits. So what are the functional benefits? What are the benefits by virtue of what it does? And then the next thing, very quickly, we have very limited time. The next part of the structure that you want to follow when you're listing out the things you're giving to people is the dimensionalized benefits. It's a little bit of big grammar, but I'll make it make sense to you. It is basically, what does that benefit look like in their everyday life? what does that benefit look like for them? Okay. So how we usually connect this in the messaging is basically where you say, which means that blank. So you say, you get an S pen that does this and does that and does this and does that, which means that, okay? And then you fill in the blanks. So in this case, I can say, which means that you no longer need to be taking biro and jotter whenever you're going to church. You see? That's just an example anyway. So I guess you get the point, right? So it's feature benefit, aka functional benefit, and then dimensionalized benefit, aka what does that look like for them in their current daily life. Okay, now moving on. So you list out all the deliverables, and then you want to, in some cases, people will want to stack some value beside it. So you want to put like some kind of value beside each of these deliverables, and then you sum the value so that people can have a mental picture of how valuable your offer is to them. Okay. Now, moving on to the next question. You've now answered the question of what's in it for me. What's the next question to answer? The next question to answer is, why should I get it now? Why should I get it now? Please, someone let me know in the comment section. Okay. Okay, that was what question was that? Was that number 8 or number 9? Let me know in the comments. So the next question would be, why should I get it now? You want to answer that question because the average human being is a chronic, hopeless procrastinator. People will procrastinate on long life and prosperity. How much more your offer, no matter how good it is. And so you want to shock them out of that state of mind that is always in default, I will do it later, right? That state of mind that will say, I will do it later. So you want to shock them out of that by using urgency or scarcity, depending, right? There's other ways to do it. There's exclusivity, right? And so you want to kind of shock them into that frame of mind where they want to do it now. So why should I get it now? You can answer that question by inserting urgency. So you can only get access to this offer if you're going to register within the next 2 days. The deadline for this offer is 31st of February. No, 31st, there's no 31st of February, 28th of February. So the deadline is 28th of February. That's urgency. Okay. You can say, and it's only available to the first 20 people. Okay. Or you can say the first 20 people, you can even mix it up. That's that thing about offers. When you know what you're doing, you can cook different things together. You can say the first 20 people who are going to get access to the offer are going to get an exclusive one-on-one session with me. So now you've done a mixture of what? You've mixed scarcity and you've also mixed exclusivity as well. Okay. There's no need to go deeper than that because of time. Let's continue. Next question. How can they get it? Oh, how much would it cost? So mention the price. How much would it cost? You need to be very confident about this. As long as the value, please write this down in your notepad. As long as the value is higher, the price is never too high. Write it down somewhere and never ever forget this statement. As long as the value is higher, the price is never too high. If I am giving you 10 million naira worth of value, I can charge you 1 million naira. If I'm giving you 100 million naira worth of value, I can charge you 10 million naira. It's easy. As a matter of fact, you are even getting the longer end of the stick. Okay. So how much does it cost? And you need to be very confident when you're doing your pricing. Okay. Charge what you're worth, not what people can afford. Write it down. Charge what you're worth, not what people can afford. If we had time, I would have broken down how to know what you're worth. Because most people don't. Like most people think they are worth what people can afford. Most people think so. Like they think they are worth what people can afford. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Next question. So you've answered the question of how much is going to cost. Next question. Where can I get it? How can I get it? How can I get it? And you have to be very clean, very clear as possible. Here's how you can get it. Go to www.getmyoffer.com. Click on the button that says get the offer. When you click on it, it's going to show you a form. Fill the form with your name, email address, phone number, choose the payment method, and then go straight, complete your payment, and then you're done. You're done. And now you can move on to the next question, which is, when do I get it? So it's after I pay, when do I get access to what I've paid for? Because people want to know what comes next. They do not want any form of uncertainty around the purchase. Because if there is uncertainty, it leads to procrastination. They will think, okay, I'll come back when I'm clearer. I'm not yet clear on this. When I get clear, I will come back, and they will not come back. And so you need to give them that clarity up front. So you tell them immediately after your purchase, you're going to receive access via email. In that email, you see a link. You click that link, and instantly you get access to your dashboard right away. And in the next 15 minutes, if you do it now, you will have access to the training. Okay? You need to be as clear as possible, down to telling them the color of the button that they are going to click. Very important. Don't assume that they know what to do. They don't. I've worked with people long enough to know that they don't, because they will be the ones to come and ask you, I saw one red button there, should I click it? So tell them to click it. Tell them, if possible, even tell them to pay, because it's just weird. I don't know how humans turn to babies when it comes to the use of technology, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You just have to assume that they don't know what to do and tell them exactly what to do. Okay? Next question. Now you've answered the question of when do I get it? The next question to answer is, why is it a safe decision? Why is it a safe decision? People will not buy, no matter what you're selling, even if it's life-changing transformation. They will not buy if they don't feel like the decision is safe. And there are two ways to make them feel like the decision is safe. Number one is by answering the questions that they have in their head even before they ask it, aka their objections. By answering the frequently asked questions, you will notice how to know objections. Start pitching more often, start selling more often. You will notice objections are coming up. You start seeing the questions that people keep asking you. Those are the frequently asked questions, and those are the questions that other people are going to have in their minds, and those are the questions that you want to answer in advance. So you answer those questions in advance so that they feel in their mind that, oh my God, this person understands me to the point that it's like they're reading my mind, and they know the questions that I'm asking in my mind. I feel safe. Does that make sense? And the second way to make them feel like the decision is safe is by adding a guarantee. Okay? By adding a guarantee. If you want to make somebody to feel like their decision is safe, add a guarantee. Yes. Because you are removing the risk away from the equation. It feels less risky when there's a guarantee. I hardly do offers nowadays without guarantee. As a matter of fact, most of the offers that I launch, they are always offers that have double money back. I will tell you, I will give you double your money back. And I'm not hyping, and I'm not joking, because I don't sell hype. The stuff that I sell works, and I'm so confident about the fact that it works that I'm willing to give you double your money back. But it's conditional. If you do the work and you don't get the transformation, then come, I will give you double your money back, and I will apologize on top of it, because I don't keep the money of a person who I have not helped. It's my own personal principle. Okay? Are you guys getting some value? Those are the 13 questions that you want to answer every time you want people to pay you for something. It doesn't matter whether it's a product or a service or whatever it is. If you answer these questions the way I've listed it out for you and giving you examples, I would love to hear the results. You guys, when you try this out, come and share me the results on any of my social platforms. Okay? Fantastic. All right. So we're still talking about how you can monetize your audience on social media. And I have just given you the 13 questions that you need to answer if you want to cook an irresistible offer when you just wake up from sleep. Like if you just wake up from sleep and you answer these 13 questions, boom, you will have an irresistible offer ready to go. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, let us continue in the session. So we're still talking about how can you monetize your audience? How can you monetize your audience? There's something I want to expose to you, and I made this discovery a couple of months ago. I was watching people in my community, right? A few people who just joined my community. I noticed that before they joined, they were making certain mistakes. And when they joined, that was when I started noticing that the mistakes were clear, they were too clear. And so during one of the sessions, I exposed it to them. And I want to expose the same mistake to you because I believe there are many people who are here right now who are making the same fundamental mistake with their audience building on social media. And I don't care. I don't care how long you've been building your audience on social media personally. But what I can tell you is this: if you are building your audience on social media and you are using the Father Christmas model, you know what I mean by Father Christmas model? You are a source of dopamine. You are an entertainer. If that's the model that you are using, the day will come when you want to collect money from that audience and nobody is going to pay you. Because if people always show up, or people only show up when you are giving your stuff away for free, when it's time for them to pay, they are not going to come. They are not going to come. The mistake that many of us make with audience building and audience growth and monetization is that we position ourselves as people who, that's you kind of make it seem like you're doing it for them as a favor so that they can do you a favor and buy from you when it's time to buy. That's how it is. But all that does is that it leads to you building a polluted audience, an audience that is full of people who followed you because you are entertaining. They followed you because of your free tips. They followed you because of the vibes that you bring to the table. But what you don't know is that what you have is a polluted audience. And a polluted audience never converts to sales. In fact, what it does is that it lies to you and it gives you likes, it gives you comments, it gives you views, makes you feel like you're successful. While your bank account tells a very different story. Your bank account will be telling a very different story entirely. I've seen this happen too many times, my friends. I've seen this happen way too many times. I've seen people who will spend months, sometimes even years. I'm not kidding. I've seen people who spend years, over a year, building an audience. At the end of the day, when it's time for them to get the audience to pay them, nobody's going to pay because they were coming for the free stuff. So how you position yourself, the posture with which you create on social media is what causes people to want to pay you. Okay? The posture with which you do your social media creation is what causes people to pay you. The solution here is not keep growing fast. It's not grow fastest, grow 100,000 followers. That's not the solution here. The solution here is you need to be speaking more specifically. You need to be speaking more specifically. In other words, the more targeted the content that you are creating on social media is, the more it repels the wrong people and the more it magnetizes the right ones. Many of us are very afraid to be polarizing with our ideas. We are very afraid to be polarizing about who we are creating for and who we are not creating for. But what you don't know is that every time you repel the people you do not want to help, you become magnetic to the people who you want to help. Every time you're polarizing about the exact people that you're called to serve, you become magnetic and attractive to the people who you're trying to serve. That's how it works. It's not about vibes and inshallah. Because one thing I found out is that the creator who gives the most free value, and this is a very controversial statement if you actually think about it, but I don't care. I'm not really trying to be liked. Most times, the creator who gives the most free value is usually the most broke. And I know it's going to sting. It's going to sting most people because we have all been taught the same gospel. Give, 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 give. Pour out value endlessly. Pour. Be generous. Build goodwill. And eventually, people are going to reward you with money all over the place. But here's what nobody actually told you. I'm going to tell you what nobody's telling you concerning that particular strategy. Is that generosity without strategy does not build trust. It builds entitlement. Write it down. Generosity without strategy does not build trust. It builds entitlement. You are only going to be training people to expect everything from you in exchange for nothing. I have learned this particular lesson the hard way. I wish that you would not learn the same lesson. I wish that somebody here will not learn the same lesson. The moment you have answered all their questions for free, solved all their problems in your content, tell me now, what exactly have you left them to pay for? Like, you have already educated them into knowledge. That's what most people don't get. Your free content is supposed to be creating hunger, not satisfaction. If people should leave that, when people leave your content feeling full, they will never come back to pay. Write it down. When people leave your content feeling full, they will not come back to pay. I've been there before. There's a whole lot I can share more. Like, there's a whole lot more I can share on this concept, this topic. This topic like this, I can sit on it for at least 5 hours. But this is where I'm going to stop, because I know we are very, very short on time. So I'm going to pause here. And I hope you guys have gained a couple of things from what I've shared with you so far. Okay. If you have any questions, now will be the time for us to take as many as we can before I call it an evening. Okay. Where's our host?
All right, awesome. Awesome. Thank you much for that. It's been an amazing session. It's been an amazing session. I've learned a lot. Personally, I've learned a lot. I feel like you were shaking the tables of people who were just giving free value. And yes, we've all caught ourselves. So yes, thank you very much. If you have any questions, now would be a good time to leave it in the comment section. Now would be a good time to leave it in the comment section. Please, we might not be able to take all of the questions, but probably take the first few questions before we move on in the session. So yes, please feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. All right.
Okay. Do I see any questions in the comments though? Oh, okay. Where are the questions though?
Questions. Keep it. Okay, we have one. It says, do I have to be very serious when selling?
Define serious. Are you saying that you want to? Should you be strong in your face, like when you want to? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean by serious? Me, I'm a very unserious person. I don't know if that's what you mean, but me, I'm a very, very unserious person. And in the midst of my unseriousness, I used to make plenty money online. So, to answer your question, people buy from humans, not robots, right? So, you don't want to be the person who comes off as stiff, because stiff is not relatable. Does that make sense? Stiff is not relatable. So, you want to come off as the person, the neighborhood friend, like somebody who, especially it's called social media for a reason. And so what you do on social media when you try to sell is social selling. Write it down. So it's social selling. If you don't have the demeanor of somebody who is sociable, then it's difficult for people to actually buy your stuff. Right? I hope that answers the question, by the way.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. We have another one. How can I close a sale and make people buy immediately?
How can you close this? That one is another master class now. Abba, look at the question that this person is asking inside comment section. You have mind. You have mind. What took me 3 years to learn is what you're asking me. What took me 2,500 sales calls to learn is what you're asking in the comment section. You want me to do juju for you? I should do magic for you in this session. Anyway, I can answer you. The easiest answer I can give you is that go and read books on closing, right? There's one book called One Call Closing by, I think, Claude Whitaker, if I'm correct. One Call Closing. Go check out that book. It's free on the internet. You can download it for free, but you need to be a reader, or you need to be reading stuff. Or it's not for you to go and be asking questions in the comment section. Go and read The Art of Closing a Sale by Brian Tracy. Yeah. And then I think sales psychology. There's a sales psychology book that Brian Tracy also wrote as well. So you want to study those materials. Those are stuff I read when I was starting out with sales. And I can tell you categorically, those things contributed really to my journey as a salesperson. But I will also tell you that being in the boxing ring, 2,500 sales calls will teach you a couple of things about how to sell on the phone. So, yeah,
All
that's what
right.
I would say. You know.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I think we'll just take one more question before we wrap up the session. Just one more question. So I think there's this
Okay.
question that's quite interesting. It says, when using DMs to close sales, how do you mention your price to make the person see the value of the product and make them feel like the amount is not too much for them to buy?
You are closing the sale in the wrong place, my friend. Number one, you are closing the sale in the wrong place. How do you know what the person is feeling at that moment in time? How can you influence the person in the DM? Like, how do you want to do that? If you want to sell me a 1 million naira offer, can you do it inside the WhatsApp DM? How? As how? What's the name of? Please, I want to know the person that gave you the oil that you rub in the DM because I want to use that oil too. Most people, I don't get it personally. Like, you're trying to close sales in the WhatsApp DMs, even if it's a 20,000 naira offer, I wouldn't close it in the WhatsApp DM. Yeah, you want to be getting on calls with people because when you get on calls with people, that's the only place where they can see the value of what you're trying to sell, especially if it's high ticket. I'm not saying you should go and be doing that for 10,000 naira offer. If it's a 10,000 naira offer, you can put it on a landing page. I mean, nowadays you can even use AI to build all these things in like 10 minutes done. Put it on a landing page, grab all the information, put it in one place. So someone comes to you and he says, how much is your stuff? You say, here's all the information about the stuff. Instead of saying it's 10,000 naira, say, here's all the information about the stuff. Give them a link so they can go get all the information. And if the only information that matters to them is price, then they were never your customer in the first place. Trust me. They were looking for tomatoes, and you don't sell tomatoes.
All right, you heard that. You don't sell tomatoes. Yeah, they are not your people. Stop it, stop it. All right, thank you so much for today, Kenny. This has been an insightful session. I know we have a bunch of questions coming in already. We will not be able to answer all of these questions. However, we'll be able to answer questions on the live session. However, you can join our affiliate community on WhatsApp. The link will be shared in the section in the comment section, so you can just drop your questions there as well, and then we'll see how we can answer it. But thank you so much for your time, Kenny. This has been
Can
an
I add one
amazing.
more thing before I go? Yes, thank
Yes,
you so
please.
much for. Let me just add one more thing because, as you mentioned, affiliate community, I realized that we're doing this for the affiliates, correct?
Yes.
So, so I've been doing affiliate marketing since 2019, and contrary to what people would tell you is the best way to grow as an affiliate marketer, which is like they say you need to be running ads, you need to be running ads. I mean, there's nothing wrong with running advertisements, right? Because you need to know how to turn advertising into profits. However, however, running ads is not going to build you influence on social media. You want to build influence on social media, you need to be creating content. You need to become a content creator who shows up every single day in a certain kind of way. And you're showing up to come and perform for a group of people who pay attention to you. And in exchange, they're going to give you their attention and then you're going to be growing your traction. And eventually, it translates into influence. But again, you don't want to be the person who is making that mistake of being Father Christmas and use the Father Christmas model to be your followers. You become one of those classic broke influencers. They are very plenty. Oh. They are very plenty on social media. They are parading their followers, and the only thing that they have is top three on Favicon. Favicon is their biggest achievement in the history of man. They have no achievement beyond top three on Favicon. Go and check their bank balance. Their bank balance, they are not top three. Oh. Their bank balance. So be very careful to not become a broke influencer. You always want to make sure that while you are building your audience, you're also building your skill to sell because that's the essence of having the audience. Otherwise, it's clout. Okay. Thank you very much, Mainstack. Let's have another session with you guys very soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, Kenny. Yes, I hope to have another session as well. Awesome. So yes, leave a comment in the section telling Kenny thank you. That was such an insightful session. Trust me, it was. I gained a lot of value as well, jotting on my notepad as well. So yes, thank you very much, Kenny. All right, so now, right about now, I know most of you have been asking. I've been seeing a couple of questions. When is May somehow going to be here? Is she going to be speaking today? Right, so I have the answer to your question. Mesoma Uchendu is going to be here. Digital Mesoma is going to be here with us. She's here actually. So yes, Mesoma, if you have the floor, thank you so much for choosing to do this with us, Mesoma. So yes, if you have the floor, so whenever you are ready, feel free to just unmute your mic and speak. You have the floor. All right. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Kenny, for that. Thank you so much, Coach Kenny. That was an insightful session. Indeed, an insightful session. Um, like I mentioned, I know we have a lot of questions. I can see that we have a lot of questions that were unanswered. So please join our community. The link is in this comment section. We'll try to answer as many questions as possible within that community. Yes, we'll try to answer as many questions as possible within the community. So you can just leave once immediately you join the group, just leave your questions. As you join the group, just leave your questions. If you want, any of our speakers to be back again, right, you can also leave that in the on the group, and we'll try to bring them so they can spill more secrets, right? So yes, Miss Emma, if you are ready, you have the floor till whenever. All right, awesome. So thank you very much once again. All right. Okay, all right. So I think while we're waiting for Misoma to okay, she's here. Awesome. Yes, we can.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Hi Soma, can you hear us? If you can, we can hear you. Okay, awesome. They can hear you as well. We just saw a comment. So yeah, they can hear you as well.
I'm so sorry. My network is acting up.
Not a problem at all. Awesome. Are you good to go?
Wow. My network is really acting up.
All right, awesome. Hi, Miss Ma. We can hear you clearly. Um, okay, so if you can, we can hear you clearly, Miss Ma. If you can hear us, you can just have the floor.
Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can't see myself. I don't know if you guys can see me.
Yes, we can see you and we can hear you.
right, give me a minute. All right. Good evening, everybody. I apologize for the delay. My network is really bad, but I think it's better now. I could barely hear you, Grace. Like, I think
Oh,
I can
okay.
hear you perfectly fine now.
Yes.
Just give me a minute. Grab my camera. Sorry. Okay.
Awesome. All right. We are back. So yes, you have the floor, Miss Omar. So um you have 45 minutes. Yeah, so you could just speak and then we can have Q&As after your session. So yeah.
All right. Thank you for having me. Good evening, everybody. Once more, I apologize for being late and for the net issues. So today I am going to be leading on the topic crafting irresistible offers that sell. Okay. So before I begin, let me introduce myself shortly for those who don't know me. Hi, my name is Mesoma Uchendu, but I am popularly known as Digital Mesoma on the digital space. I am an affiliate marketer. I'm a digital entrepreneur, and I am also a digital marketer. Okay, I've coached over 1,000 affiliates, which at least 70% of them have good results for themselves. They've been able to make their first sale, get good stuff for themselves with my mentorship. Okay, and relating to the topic I am teaching on today, crafting offers that irresistible offers that sell, I have personally launched, or rather crafted, not a lot of offers, but the few that I have crafted, they were irresistible and they sold. They did amazing. Okay, so today I am going to be revealing to you the exact way I craft. I and many other digital product sellers, craft irresistible offers that sell. So please, there's one rule I have whenever I'm teaching. When I'm teaching, I would really, really love for you to be on your notes so that I really, really love for you to be on your notes so that you can be jotting things down, because learning something once wouldn't make you know it. But if you're able to go back to it again and again and again, it becomes a part of you. So please make sure you're on your notes, whether physical notes or digital notepad. Okay? All right, so let us begin. Now, the first step to crafting an irresistible offer is that you have to identify your target market. The first step to crafting an irresistible offer is identifying your target market. Who are the people you're selling to? Who are the people you are selling to? There are different affiliates here. There are different affiliates here who sell different things. Different digital product owners who sell different things. Now, for example, my target markets are affiliate marketers and digital product creators. Why? Because these two people are basically the same people, right? Digital product creators are the original founders and creators. Why affiliates are just like a channel to connect the digital product creators' product to more people. Okay, so I target these two people specifically whenever I'm creating any offer. Now, why? Let's dive deeper. Why are these the people that I am targeting? Why can't I target copywriters? Why can't I target forex traders or any other person? Why am I targeting digital affiliate marketers and digital course creators? Because these are the people that I have built an identity towards. They are the people that I have built uh, influence towards. They are the people which I have mastered their problems. I have mastered everything about them. So let's say you want to craft an offer. You don't go crafting something that is outside of your expertise. You don't go crafting something that is outside of your identity, what people see you for and know you for. So this is the first step of crafting an irresistible offer. Know your target market so that every other thing becomes easier for you. Now, the next thing, now that leads us to point two. The next thing is target audience pain points. Target audience pain points. Now, irresistible offers are offers that first of all captures your target audience pain points. Yeah, that word irresistible, right? It means they can't resist it. And what are pain points? What are pain points? Pain points are like the pressing problems that your target audience are facing that oftentimes need solution. That's pain points for you. So when you're able to target somebody's pressing issue, imagine you're targeting someone's pressing, they will be emotionally connected to whatever offer you have, because I told my students this in my last masterclass, which was my content creation masterclass. I told them something about pain points. I told them that pain points are emotional connections, because when you're able to relate to what people are going through, they connect with you. For example, let's say you're facing a particular issue, right? Maybe your toilet got blocked. And at that point, you just need a solution. You do not care who the person that will come and fix it is. All you care about is that the person is able to fix your problem. So that alone has already made you not trust the person, because the person is fixing your pain problem at that point. Do you understand? So when you're able to know your target audience pain points, the things that they are struggling with, crafting an irresistible offer for them becomes very, very simple. So that's number two. That's point two for crafting an irresistible offer. Now, the next thing we're going to go into, the next thing to crafting an irresistible offer is creating the offer itself. Creating the offer itself. We've said point one is what? We said point one is knowing your target market, your target audience. And then the next point, knowing their pain point, know your target market pain point. And now the next thing is creating the offer itself. Now, what are the things you need to put together before you sell off your offer and all of that? Now, the first thing is, excuse me, sorry. All right, sorry for the distraction. So I said, what are the things you need to put together before crafting an irresistible offer? Okay, now the first thing is once you know your target audience, right? You can know their pain point. The next step for you is for you to sit down in a quiet place. There's a reason why I say a quiet place, because when it comes to crafting offers, you need to sit down and actually think. You need to plan step by step. You don't just wake up and say, oh, I'm going to create an offer and create nonsense. Guess what? When you create nonsense, people are not going to come back the next time you create an offer, because offers are something that you can create over and over again. Unlike courses, you create them once and you sell them for a lifetime. But here we are dealing with offers, okay? Offers like one-on-one mentorship, ebook, live tutoring session. Those are the kind of offers that you can sell out. Okay, so now what are the key things that you must note when you're creating an offer? The first one is the offer name, the name of the offer. What would you call the offer? And since we're dealing with digital products here, let's use like an AI ebook. So let's say you want to create an offer that teaches affiliates or digital product owners how to monetize with AI. So we'll call the offer Monetize with AI. Sorry, I wrote the name right here. I'm sorry. Monetize with AI ebook. So that offer basically teaches them how to monetize their digital products with AI or monetize as an affiliate with AI. So the name of your offer is very important. The next thing is your offer format. How do you want this offer to be launched? Do you want it to be in an ebook form? Do you want it to be a live mentorship session? Do you want it to be a live WhatsApp class? That is the offer format. How do you want it to be? Okay. That is what an offer format is. So you should identify how you want the offer to be. Okay, the next thing is your offer price. You should use so many factors to determine the price, and not just because you want to put a price on an offer. You should use so many factors like your target audience, the how fast you want the sales to come, the community you've built, the amount of leads you are targeting. So many reasons why you should, you know, put a price on your offer. So you don't just put any price on your offer. Okay, the next thing is offer deliverables. Offer deliverable. How would you deliver this offer? Okay, when people are ready to pay for this offer, how will it be delivered to them? Are they going to go to an affiliate platform or a digital product platform like Mainstack and pay for it and get it sent to their email? Or are they going to pay directly through to your account number, and you send a PDF to them, with your own WhatsApp? How are they going to get what they pay for? Okay, is it going to be in your Google Drive? Is it going to be a live call on YouTube, on Google Meet, or Zoom? That is what deliverable is. Okay, now the next thing is offer publishing. Once you've been able to draft out all these things, how do you now publish your offer? How do you want this offer to be published? Okay, if you're someone that is doing organic content, let's say you're me, for example, me, I do organic content. Okay, so once I have created an offer that I know that, oh, people are going to hop on this offer, how do I publish it? First, I want to start with creating awareness. And then I want to create anticipation. No, sorry. First, start with creating anticipation. What do I mean by creating anticipation? Making people on their feet to see what you're about to launch. Because you guys are part of this live session today, I'm going to reveal a little secret to you. I'm about launching an offer, and I've done something. Yeah, I've started creating anticipation, but it was just once yesterday. I posted something on my story, and I said I have something for affiliate marketers and digital product owners that struggle with knowing what to post. That has already left people thinking, ooh, what does she have for us? And note, there is a pain point there, struggling with what to post. That is a very big challenge for a lot of affiliate marketers and digital product creators that promote their products organically. So do you see, I'm making people say, ooh, what does she have for us? I'm leaving people anticipated. So put people in that state of anticipation, so that when you're ready to announce what you have for them, they are ready for it. They're already emotionally connected to whatever it is that you are offering to them. Okay, so step one, anticipation. The next step, awareness. What is this thing? What is it about? What are they getting from it? How much is it? That's what awareness covers. Okay, so let's say I'm finally ready to launch this thing that I have for digital affiliate marketers and digital product creators. I'll now come and tell them, I am launching this for you. It will help you do this. The price is this. And I'll just use some marketing strategies I'm still going to teach you right now. Okay. So that is that for offer publishing. That is that for your publishing your offer. Now, the next thing is offer nurturing. Once you've been able to get the people that need this product or this offer that you're about to launch, how do you make sure that they buy it? Because in marketing, people don't just buy stuff because you've made them anticipate, you've created awareness. People buy stuff when you're able to capture them. Lead capturing. Once you're able to capture them and I don't want to say nurture again because I'm like using the same word. Once you're able to capture them and still guide them through like what they are getting and all of that, able to you get the point. So basically, when you're able to get people, capture them, you've published this stuff and you're able to capture them. Oh, in your awareness, in your what's it called, in your awareness post, you tell them to maybe join a wait list, or you if you're doing email marketing, you grab their emails. Then in your nurturing, you get to educate them about what the product is about. You get to still be putting anticipation in them. 1 day to go till it launches, 2 days to go till it launches. What I'm trying to say is, do not just publish your offer without capturing the leads you get from that publishing. If you don't capture them, you are going to lose a lot of sales. You might make sales after creating awareness. You might make sales, a few sales, but the amount of sales you'd have made if you captured those leads and nurtured them, will be way bigger than just stopping at awareness, than just stopping at publishing. Okay? So ask yourself, when I'm publishing an offer, what type of nurturing system do I want to do? Now, I'm going to let you in on some type of nurturing system you can do if you're publishing an offer. Now, first things first, it depends on the price of the offer. Like Mr. Kenny said earlier, if you're selling a high ticket product, you don't add people to a group, like $100 million product. You don't add people to a group. Now, let me teach you the psychology behind high ticket offers and low ticket offers. Low ticket offers feel less risky, and they are affordable to both low earners, low income earners, and high income earners. Okay, but you see, high ticket offers, they are high risk, purchases. People are usually hesitant about paying for high ticket offers, so you have to have a stronger nurturing system if you know that what you're launching is high ticket. You have to have a stronger nurturing system. But if it is a low ticket offer, you can have a very mild nurturing system, like DM follow-up, uh WhatsApp group follow-up, and all of that, or email list follow-up. Okay, email list nurturing system, sorry, WhatsApp DM nurturing system, and WhatsApp group nurturing system. Okay, but if you're launching a high ticket offer, it should be one-on-one. Most high ticket products are sold off one-on-one because people want to ask deeper questions. But if at all you do not have a if at all you don't want to do a one-on-one, which I would not advise, if you're launching a high ticket offer, you can do a VSL. You can create a VSL on a landing page, and in that VSL, speak to them like you speak to them one-on-one. Tell them everything they are getting. See, price is never the problem in offers and marketing. Price is never the problem. Someone like me, I am a high income earner currently. So, like, price isn't really the problem for people that want to buy high ticket products. The problem with them, the reason why they start objecting is, this thing, will it solve my problem? I don't have an issue with bringing out $500 to pay you for mentorship, but what is your mentorship giving me? Is your mentorship solving my problem? Is your mentorship making this thing easier for me? If it's not, I'm not paying you $500. Yes, I'm not going to put my $500 into something that will not multiply my income. So in your VSL, communicate with them. Tell them how it will solve their problem. Tell them everything that is inside. List out all your offers in your VSL. Now, in that VSL, put your WhatsApp link or whatever link that will make them to come and communicate with you one-on-one. Do you understand? So that after they've watched the offer, you tell them, tap now to DM me privately to get started or something. That will make them to come and say they're ready to make payments. Now, when they come into your DM and say they're ready to make payments and they still have questions, and hey, you guys can talk one-on-one there. That is high ticket offers for you. But imagine you're doing this for a low ticket offer. Low ticket offers, a lot of people want to buy it because it's cheap. It's cheap. So imagine, like, a lot of people are coming to, like, be asking you questions about a 5K product. I don't know. For me, it's really not worth it to start answering like over 1,000 people's questions because it's low ticket. A lot of people want to buy it. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, for low tickets, your nurturing system should be very easy, very swift, like a WhatsApp group nurturing, you know, a Telegram group nurturing, email marketing nurturing. But for high tickets, make it more of one-on-one. Let them be able to communicate with you. Very important. If not, you miss out on a lot of sales. Okay. Now, the next thing is offer follow-up. The last thing is offer follow-up. This is the last thing that you should note when you are crafting an offer. How are you going to follow up on these people to make sure that they purchase? How are you going to follow up on them? Now, it depends on your nurturing system. Follow-up depends on your nurturing system. If your nurturing system is DM, DM nurturing system, then you have to craft follow-up message for people that did not grab the offer immediately. Remember, follow-up is simply checking in on people that did not give you a response. See, follow-up is not being buggy. I know that you feel like follow-up is like disturbing people. No, follow-up is just reminding people. Sometimes people forget, like me, I'm so busy, like I forget a lot of things. And I really have to give it to Grace. Grace had to follow me up a lot because I'm really busy. So like follow-up is very important. So let's say your offer was done via WhatsApp DM, then the person did not get back to you after you had sent them maybe the VSL. They did not get back to you. Then you can send a follow-up message. Hello, so, and you put the person's first name or whatever name the person provided for you. I'm just checking in on you. The last time we chatted, you said you were ready to grab this, I don't want to say the whole follow-up message, but like just make your conversation very, very human-like. Another thing I want you guys to know is that marketing is just conversation with a bit of psychological twist, okay? You don't have to speak all the grammar in the world to follow up on someone. Just speak to them like you would want somebody to speak to you if you did not buy something. See, another psychology here is know that you are also a lead, right? You can also be in someone's DM buying something. So if you went to somebody's DM to buy something and you did not pay, what are the reasons why you would not pay? How would you want the person to talk to you that will make you pay for the offer? Okay, so yeah, that's what your follow-up should be like. And then if you're doing like a group follow-up, it should be like the same thing, but it should not be personalized. Okay, you can make your messages personalized. Like you said you were going to take your monetization journey seriously this year, but you did not get started 2 days ago. But here's an opportunity to get started now. The AI monetization prompt is still open for the next 48 hours. Do you understand? So yeah, that is what your follow-up should be all about. Now, the next thing you need to know about creating an irresistible offer that sells is agitating the offer. You need to agitate the offer. Agitation is basically like adding more fuel to a fire that's already burning. Like, when something is already hurting you and someone now comes and says something that adds to the pain, that will make you really triggered. So adding agitation to your offers is very, very important. See, the best strategy to use to agitate your offer is to use your target audience objections. The best strategy you want to use to agitate your offer is to use your target audience objections. For example, let's say you are launching, or let me use myself as an example. When I was launching my content creation masterclass, the one I did last December, I added more agitation to my awareness and to my follow-ups by using their objections, okay? An objection that someone would have, objections are like things that make people hesitate from paying for your products. Maybe they're like, but what if I don't get results? But what if this like those things that just make them stay back from buying your product or offer. Okay, so one of the objections that people would have from buying a um, content creation masterclass, paying for a content creation masterclass, is what if I don't get results? What if my content doesn't change? Do you understand? So I use that objection to agitate my offer. What did I do? I said something. I said, what's this particular word I said? I'm sorry. I have ADHD. I have problems remembering. Okay, so their objection is, what if I don't get results? What if my content doesn't change? I said, you've been trying to do content creation by yourself. You've been trying to figure out this whole thing by yourself, but nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. You've been trying to do it by yourself. So what if you pay someone that has literally walked through this process, someone that has gotten this result, someone that has grown her followers? That is agitation. I told them, you've been doing it. You've been trying to figure it out by yourself. That what if is just a distraction in your head. You've been trying to figure it out by yourself, but you're not able to figure it out. So what if you pay someone that has gone through this process to help you make the process easier? What if you pay someone with real results to help you make your content creation easier? That will make them say, okay, this thing I'm just complaining about is actually doesn't make sense. So let me pay somebody to help me. So your own objections could be different. There are people who have so many objections, like price objections, this, that. Like people have so many objections. So that's your job as a marketer. Always draft out the possible objections that your leads might have for your offer. Draft out points that will agitate those objections that they have, and it will make selling your offer very, very easy for you, to make your offer irresistible. Okay. Now, the next thing is offer stacking. Offer stacking. If you want to make your offer, if you want to craft an irresistible offer, you have to offer stack. Okay, what do I mean by offer stacking? It's like adding offers on top of offers on top of offers. So basically, I also did this in my what's it called, content masterclass. Okay, I added lots of offers that will make them want to tap, like feel like, oh, if I miss this offer, I've missed out on a lot. So what did I add? I added things like you will get access to a 1 month community where I'll hold your hand. Aside the master class, you get access to a community where I'll hold your hand and show you, teach you, answer your questions. You get live access to me. And I also added that the first 50 persons who would pay will get access to page audits. That is an offer. It's a psychological thing to make them say, wow, all this for 5,000 naira, I'm going to miss out if I don't pay for this offer. Okay. So offer stacking is very important. Just look for things that seem very expensive, things that seem like worth a lot, and add them to your offer, whatever original offer you're putting out. Okay. It doesn't have to be 100 of things. It can be one thing. It can be two things, but make sure that you're stacking offers in your original offer. Okay. Now, the next thing is use urgency marketing. Use urgency marketing. See, don't ever launch an offer without having an urgency marketing strategy. Okay, see, thing I need you guys to know is that offers don't last long. No matter what your offer is, it doesn't last long. So you need to use urgency marketing strategy. What's going on? Please, I'm in a live session. Okay, so I'm sorry for the distraction, you guys. So you need to use urgency marketing strategy whenever you're launching an offer. Why? It makes people grab the offer fast, okay? And it also makes you sell out fast. Now, what type of urgency marketing strategy can you use? The first one, we have basically two types. We have time urgency, and we also have sports urgency. So for example, remember we said we're launching an AI ebook. So if we want to use the time urgency, you can say something like the Monetize with AI ebook launches in 48 hours for 10,500 naira only. And it's available at this price for the next 48 hours only. After 48 hours, the price goes up to 20,000 naira or any other price you want to take it higher to. See, one thing with cheaper, people, have you ever gone to like the shopping mall and then you see, let's say, parfait? Parfait is 599 naira, and then people will see another parfait that's like 6,000 naira. Psychologically, they want to go for the cheaper one. They won't want to check, oh, what's in the 6,000 naira one that's different from the 5,000 naira one? What's in the they don't want to check all of that. Psychologically, they want to rush because people love when they see something that's cheaper, when they can grab an opportunity for cheaper. So you see this time and discount strategy, urgency strategy, it works like magic. It works like magic. So you can use the time discount strategy. Now, the next one is limited spots. Now, for example, you can say my Monetize with AI ebook is only available for the first 100 people. Sorry, it's only available for 10,500 naira for the first 100 people to grab it when it launches. After 100 spots have been taken, the spots will be closed for 10,000 naira and you'll be able to get it for 20,000 naira. Or if you want to sell to a limited amount of people, maybe 100 persons only, say my Monetize with AI ebook launches on so time and it's available for just 100 persons only. After 100 persons have gotten access to this ebook, access closes. Just like me, during my masterclass, my content creation masterclass, I could only take only 100 people. Okay, I could only take only 100 people. So I used this limited spot strategy, and it made people not want to miss out. It made people not want to miss out. So that, because I had like a huge amount of people that wanted to grab that offer. Okay, so these are the two urgency strategies that you can use for your irresistible offer. So basically, these are everything you need to, that I personally implement when crafting an offer. And these are things that you can implement when you want to craft an irresistible offer. Okay. All right. So I guess that'll be all for now. I don't know.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Sama. This was such an insightful
Thank
section.
you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're just going to take
Thank
a
you.
few questions. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. Because of our time, just like I said earlier, we might not be able to take all of the questions. However, if you are on our community, then you'd be able to, drop your questions in there, and then we'll be able to answer them. So for now, yeah, just drop your questions in the comment section, and then we'll get to it as as soon as you drop them. All right, so let's just wait for a couple of seconds. Let's say, okay, for a couple of seconds, and then we'll pick up the first, let's say, two questions. Yeah, the first two questions only. Okay, so before people start dropping their questions, there were a few questions that I saw earlier that I think would also apply to what you've spoken about right now. So I'm going to try to look for those questions. There was one in particular. Um, yes. So Coach Amaka asked earlier, what kind of words will make them hungry to know more from me or to know more about the product? I mean, so did you hear the question? Hi, Miss Soma, did you hear the question? Hi, are you here? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? If you're speaking, you're muted, Miss Soma. I'm not sure if she can hear us. Hi, can you hear us? Okay, you're muted. I can see that you're speaking, but you're muted.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. Your network was shaky. Can you come again?
All right. Apologies for that. So I was saying that a question we had before you joined, that I think it really fits into what you're talking about. It
Wow.
says, what words will make them
This
hungry
network
to
should not
know
mess me up right now.
more? Okay. I guess network is terrible.
I'm unmuted now.
Okay.
What words will make them hungry no more?
Yes.
I believe the question is what words will make them hungry to know more. So, like I said, it depends on your offer, right? We might not be launching the same thing. You could be launching something uh for affiliates that want to make more sales. Sorry, I could be launching something for affiliates that want to do content creation. Now we cannot be speaking the same English. We cannot be saying the same thing for both target audience. The major thing to knowing the right words, because words in marketing is like copywriting. The major thing to making sure that what you're saying is right is understanding your target audience, what they want to hear. Once you're able to think like your target audience, think of their problem and think of what they would like to hear, you'll be able to say the right things. I'm not going to lie to you right now. Sometimes I use AI for my copywriting. And what do? I just put a prompt that describes my target audience problem and tell AI, I manipulate AI to say, like, I manipulate AI and tell AI, if you were this person, what would you want to hear to buy this offer? And sometimes I personally, as a marketing expert, I personally think of what my target audience is facing. And the reason why most of my offers sell out is because they are mostly things I've personally lived in, things I've personally struggled. So that's another key point I forgot to mention. Your offers should be something you have personally experienced and come out of, right? So I know what I would want to hear if I was in this situation. So basically, the answer to this question is there is no particular word to say to make them rush your offer. No, it's not buy now that will make them rush your offer. It's not 10 minutes left. See, using urgency itself won't even make them buy if you've not communicated what they would want to hear. If you've not spoken something that will feel relatable to them. Do you understand? So there's no particular word to say that will make people rush your offer. It's just your ability to understand your target audience problem, think like them, and say things that they would want to hear. Before you launch any offer, make sure you do research very, very well with AI, with your brain. Sit down and think. Sit down and think personally. If you've thought, write down the things you thought about. If you need AI to further clarify what you thought about, go and ask AI thing. Go and ask ChatGPT things. Or if you want to ask a person, you can go to anybody's DM and ask them. If they answer you, fine. If they don't, fine. Okay. So basically, that's the answer to this question. Ooh, I'm supposed to be recording. Can you guys hear me? Was I speaking to myself? Can you guys hear me?
For that answer. Okay. Can you hear me clearly? For that answer. Hi, Miss Mark. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear now.
All right, awesome. Sorry about that. So I think we'll take one more question and then we can wrap up the session. But like I mentioned, guys, if you have more questions, please feel free to leave your questions in the group. All right. So there's a
I
question
can
here.
hear you.
Oh, I think network is lagging a bit. All right. So the question says, do I need to do giveaways, or is doing giveaway necessary for nurturing in a group system?
Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, Mr. Ma, can you hear me?
Do I need to do what? Sorry, please, can you come again? Where's my phone being? Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you. Please, can you come again with the question? Do I need to?
okay. Is doing giveaways necessary in a group nurturing? Okay, I think we're back. All right. So the question was, is doing giveaways necessary in a group session, in a group not
No. Who okay, so let me answer this question properly. Doing giveaways is not a must in your group nurturing. In fact, oh, I think this is bad.
okay. I think Mesama dropped off. But yeah, she should be able to join back soon enough. In the meantime, I hope you've been having a great session so far. If you have, kindly leave a comment. Kindly leave a comment with what you've learned so far. With what you've learned so far, what you hope to learn as well, pending the time Mesoma gets back. So, yes, as I mentioned before, we won't be able to take all of your questions because of the time. However, we have a group a WhatsApp group for affiliates. Mainstack has a WhatsApp group for affiliates, and so you can join that group. The link to join the group will be in the comment section as always. Oh, if you're just joining, oh my gosh, I just want to let you know that you missed a lot. You did. Coach Kenny came and he gave us all the details, spilled all the secrets. Next summer also came, but you know what? It's fine. This session is going to be on our YouTube channel. So yes, you have the chance to go back to watch it whenever you can. And like I mentioned before, if you have any questions, you can just leave it in the comment section. We'll get to it. And if we cannot, you can just join our group on WhatsApp, our affiliate group on WhatsApp. All the questions that were not answered here will be answered in the on the affiliate group as well. Hi, Mesoma. Seems like you're
Uh,
back.
yes, I am. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Same here as well. Okay, yeah. So the question was if it's compulsory to do giveaways in group nurturing.
All right, so I was saying no, it's not compulsory to do giveaways in your group nurturing. Okay, so see the thing, it depends on your offer and it depends on what you have to offer. If you're on the losing side when doing, you should not do giveaways. There are other ways you can add incentives. Incentives are like other things that you can give people that will make them want to tap into your offer, and that's like offer stacking. Why do giveaways when you can do offer stacking? Make people feel like they are getting a whole lot. And money isn't only the valuable thing you can give people. You can give people free mentorship. Instead of that giveaway you want to give to people, offer them free mentorship. Offer them access to maybe a short YouTube video you made explaining something. Offer them access to maybe AI prompts. Offer them access to things like this. You know, um, can you guys hear me? Offer
Yeah.
them other things aside giveaway, especially if you're on the losing side. If you're going to do a giveaway, see, not everybody here has a lot of funds to be giving giveaway and all of that. Don't look at top people that have passed your level and gotten to the top. They've made so much money that they can actually offer giveaways. Other things you can offer, I've listed them: mentorship, access to a useful video that seems expensive but really isn't, but to them it's really expensive. Okay, you don't always have to do giveaways. Okay, just stack up offers, stack it up, tell them they'll get access to this, access to that, access to this, and people are going to buy your offer without giveaways.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Oma. I think there's just one more question I want you to answer because I feel like this is a question that a lot of people have. They kind of mix it up. So someone says, can you shed more light on the difference between offers and selling? Like, is marketing or promoting a
So,
course as an affiliate an offer as well? So I think it's basically asking, is marketing or promoting a course an offer, or is an offer different
all
from a
right,
product?
all right. So, yes, offers are different from courses. Are not offers. Courses are like I said earlier. I explained there's a difference between selling courses and selling offers, and I said that offers are something that you can sell out. You can use to sell out every single time, or something that you can sell out every single time. And courses are like a one-time thing. When people pay for courses, they get access to it forever. Okay, so you can launch an offer for mentorship, you can launch an offer for master class, you can launch several offers. Okay, offers are something that people get access to, that they don't really need to like they don't need to like renew every single time. Okay, so when you're launching an offer, right? When you're launching an offer, what people are getting access to is something that they do not have to renew every single time. Do you understand? When launching an offer, don't say, oh, come and pay for.
Okay, so I think the network went out again. The network really it doesn't want us to gain this value, but you know what? We're not going to accept it. All right. So if you still have questions, like I mentioned, please feel free to drop it in the group. We have the group link already in the comment section, so please feel free to do that. So yes, if you do not know what Mainstack is an all-in-one creator platform that helps people to sell and promote offers anywhere in the world to anyone in the world as well, right? So we have a plethora of products. If you want to monetize your time, if you want to sell digital product, or even as an affiliate, because that's what most of us have, right? If you have an affiliate, we have the affiliate program, and on our marketplace we have hundreds of amazing products, from like wellness to AI to courses, all of that good stuff. Basically anything you can think of that you want to sell, all the hot selling products are on Mainstack's affiliate marketplace. Trust me, right? So if you want to learn more about Mainstack, about our affiliate network, all you have to do is go to mainstack.com/affiliate. I will be dropping the link in the comment section as well, so you can um and go ahead and so you can go ahead and learn more as well. All right. Hi, Miss Ama. Sorry about the network. Okay, so I think you're back. You were
Um,
differentiating.
yeah, I was saying offers are something that people do not have to buy over and over again. Offers are what you use to sell your actual product. Do you understand? For example, if you're selling an affiliate marketing course, you give the offers. You give the offers. Offers are like benefits. Offers are like what people are getting. Okay. So that is what an offer is. Product are like the main thing. Product are the main thing that they are getting. Okay. But the offers are like what you're using to, sell. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it does. Yes, it does. All right, awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Miss Omar. This has been an insightful session. I'm so glad that we got to have this session with you. I know we wanted to have like a few sessions last year that didn't work out, but I'm so glad to have you on here, and I trust that we would be seeing more of you on Mainstack as well. So please if you are in the comment section, please say thank you, Miss Omar. I'm sure you've learned a whole lot, from selling to promoting to creating your own offers, the whole 9 yards, right? So thank you so much once again, Miss Omar, for your time. And yes, I guess we'll see you in the next session, hopefully. So thank you, Miss Omar. All right, all right, all right. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. So guys, as I mentioned earlier, if you're not a part
Thank
of our
you.
group on WhatsApp, please do so. Ensure you join our group on WhatsApp. And yes, if you want to learn more about Mainstack, all you have to do is go to mainstack.com/affiliate to become an affiliate on Mainstack. And if you're on the group, if you're not, again, what are you doing, right? But if you're in the group, we're going to be sharing hot selling products, so you do not want to miss that. We're going to be sharing tips and tricks. We're also going to be having a lot of in-house discussions, right? So you don't want to miss any of this. All right. So yes, thank you so much, everyone. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have an amazing lineup. Praise Akinlami, Bruno Wogu, Israel Tayo, Hilary Odogu. They're going to be talking on ads, on content that converts. They're going to be talking a lot on sales funnels as well. I know I've seen a lot of questions about sales funnels, about how to close a sale, about sales strategies. We're going to have amazing speakers talk about that and more. So you don't want to miss tomorrow's session. If you are not already on our group, please ensure you join, because the link will be sent directly on the group. You would also have it in your email, so keep an eye out on your inbox for that. But yes, thank you very much, everyone, for your time today. We're going to have a phenomenal session tomorrow, trust me. And so yes, I would see you in the next session tomorrow. Bye, guys.